this direction.
Oh, interesting. Um, okay. She'll call up to Tiervez. Tiervez, Sir Tiervez, can you come down, please? I guess you'll have to scream because it's a waterfall right next to her.
Do you have message? I thought
Oh
you.
yeah, she does. Yeah, she does. So she'll just use message. Thank you for reminding me of my stuff.
Yeah, no, I said it in my journal at one point. And I was like, I should probably check to see that she actually does have that.
No, yeah, she'll just use that. So yeah, you hear her voice in your head, politely asking you to come down, please.
Just as a FYI, I have catfall, so I'm just gonna jump halfway and then jump halfway again.
You're just gonna do like a wall kick. Pyaw.
Yeah.
Got TP out here showing out.
This motherfucker.
And she'll point to the other side of the pool and message them once again. Can you bring me over that way, please?
Can. So
And
take a hold and make my way across. Do I need to make an athletics check to do so?
Yeah, because you're on uneven surface right now. Of course, it's like underneath the waterfall. It's got like that damp wetness. All right, so as you're traversing across these rocks, you're finding it hard to completely steady yourself, but you're able to manage it somehow. Like it, I guess you're using your tail as like a balance point, and you're making your way across these rocks. And as you're getting closer to the waterfall, you start to see bits of fabric.
Are they like stuck to the actual rock?
Yes, they're like embedded in the rock almost.
Can I try to grab it?
Yeah, you don't even have to try. You can actually just pick it up and grab a hold of it. And Ileana, what does the crest of the Nord look like?
Oh, that's a good question. Let's say it's a black background with just the symbol that's on her actual outfit, just that big cross.
You said the crest of the Nord?
What's that?
You said this is the crest of the Nord?
No, the Nord, her holy order.
Oh, sorry, I thought he said Nord. My bad.
So yeah, she's got that same. So basically, just the crest that she has on her outfit.
And you would notice that this cloth is like an inverse marking of that same symbol, as if it's somebody that's from the same organization but under a different sect, possibly.
Okay. Would that be? Can I roll a society to potentially recognize that?
Let me see it.
Oh, I saw that.
Would I be able to roll a religious check to recognize it if they're like a religious sect?
Yeah, you could do that. You're also familiar with the Cirque du Nord. Yeah, so one of the things that you would discern with that fantastic roll is when they're on traveling orders, they don't wear their regular colors. They will wear the inverse of their colors to let other people know that they're working in secret or they're working on a mission that people aren't supposed to know about.
I relate that to Ileana.
She kind of furrows her brow for a little bit. Says, "There's, you know why Matthew would choose to hide himself here. No one knows of the order."
I believe that we can cross this way. It may give us more information as we do so, but I will take you across first and then come back for the rest to make sure everyone makes it across safely.
She just nods. Thank you. Merci.
Don't worry, we'll cross the bridge. Not just playing. Can we do a perception check? Like within the water? Since we're up here?
Yeah, you guys can look down.
See if anything's in the water, like moving while they're moving kind of scenario.
Give it a go. From where you're standing, the water looks as if there's a waterfall moving across water.
Do we see those Gripply dudes still flying around? Have they noticed us at all?
They haven't seemed to notice you guys. They seem to be having a conversation with one another right now.
But they're on the bridge though, right?
Yeah, they're still over the bridge and kind of floating around. It looked like they're just kind of farting around up there. They're not really paying too much attention to what's going on at the fall, since their job is really to watch the bridge.
Nice.
So I'm just letting Sarah take me over to the other side.
All right, Sarah, let me get another athletics check, because now you're moving across the rocks that are directly underneath the waterfall, and they're a lot more slippery than the other ones are.
Hell yeah.
The legend.
And man, at this point, like, your scales are just starting to get used to the way these are stepping and sliding in through your monk training. Like, you don't have an issue, whatever. You're like skipping left and right across the rocks as you're carrying Ileana, and you guys get to this other side of the enclave, so you guys can move your characters right over there.
She's a fucking water goat.
Balthazar, don't worry. You'll be just fine.
He's all terrain right now. And as you get to the other side,
Don't get jealous.
You see the rest of the scraps in of this cloth, and something that you can pick up is there's actually the tabard that is, again, the inverse of your colors of this, the rest of the tabard, and it's scorch marked and it's burned, and it's really looked like it's battle torn and battle damaged.
She'll kind of pick it up and just kind of store that for the second, and then look to where she felt that illusion magic over here, and she'll just kind of like put her staff up against it to see if that wall is a fake wall.
Yeah, and that wall is solidly thick. Somebody cast a spell there to, was it pass wall?
Oh, pass through. Pass the wall.
Well, looks like it made easy travel for us. Allow me to go first just to make sure nothing is in there.
I don't think we can, because we can't move through that wall, right? Like it's still actual rock, correct?
Yeah, it's solid rock. The person that moved through that wall uses the spell pass wall.
Yeah. So she'll kind of say, the level of magic here is, I will be very frank, beyond my ability to move through the rock, but that is where this magic occurred.
Well, in that case, are you able to get up? We can tie rope again on this side with the remaining rope that you and I have.
Yes, if I think she could attempt to climb as well.
Say if you have the rope, I can tie yours to mine, then I can go up first and secure it to a tree.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, she'll hand you her rope.
And I have a climb speed, so I just climb up there.
Dude, you didn't need to do all the jumps. Then you could have just climbed down.
You got to show off a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, come on. He got on his
Okay.
feet, bro.
I got
I'm just
for a reason. I mean,
I'm just saying, bro.
You gotta let
We
the monk
get
monk.
it.
Yeah, let the
Mascara is
monk,
cool
bro.
as shit. You ain't gotta throw it in our faces every time.
He ties off the rope and then he jumps back down.
We're
All
just
nimble
watching
like a
over
double
here on
stick.
the other side, like, you know what? He's just so cool.
It's so cool.
That's my brother.
Making it look absolutely easy.
Be
Like, he
careful
does
on the
make
way
it
up.
easy.
And then I'm gonna go back to the other side so I can get the help the next person.
Yes, man is just going across the rope carrying people.
See,
I think Nike is probably gonna get a secret crush of him. She's just like, your muscles are so muscly, Mascara.
he's a bit too of a bad dude.
He's definitely a cool character. I like it.
Oh, we like it too.
So Eliana will climb up the rope.
All right, so you can climb with advantage. I'm pretty sure your athletics isn't as high as his, but with the aid of the rope, it makes it a lot easier.
With the
It
aid
might
of
be exempt.
Masquerade
It might be
carrying
exempt.
him.
So it's a little advantage. All right.
How tall is Mascara again? Jesus.
Oh yeah, you don't have any issues getting back
I
up
think
there.
like, let me check. I think I'm
So we can get you up on the clear side here.
Right there.
Yep,
I
you're
didn't
good.
put his height in here.
Gotcha.
Let's say 6'5". I'm just gonna go with
Let's
that.
say 6. Jeez.
You big ass boy.
Oh, that's me right there.
That's perfect, because Nike is only 5'2", so like, just pick her up. Treat her like a princess that she is.
I was about to be like, Lucia wants you to pick her up too. She's much bigger, but still, pick her up.
How we getting-
Lucia's like, a piece.
How are we gonna get Balthazar down though?
Easy.
Pick him up.
Pick him up.
All right, you skip right back across. No issues, no problems there.
What's next, brother?
And they've
I'm
already
here.
got they've already got the rope ready. They've already got the rope ready for her to rappel down.
Open your arms, big guy.
So hold on. Wait a minute. My imagination is confused. So I had thought that Masquerade had the original rope and walked up to here. So is the rope not connected from here to here? Like across this?
To make like a little bridge so we can
I
just
thought the
walk
way you
across.
guys were doing it was rope down. He was going across and then roping back up.
I thought he just had like the original tied to his waist or whatever and then just tied it up here. So that we could like essentially, I don't know how deep this fucking river is, but like, you know, tie ourselves to the rope and then like wade across the river. Or just fucking like put our feet over it and fucking whatever that is, you know.
Got enough rope. We could craft a little swing across with it.
No,
Is that how you guys want to do it?
Oregon Trail style.
I was gonna say, let me know how you guys are doing it. Because in my head, you guys were climbing down, investigating, and then climbing up.
So I think
that's probably-
originally they did the investigation, but once they got to the other side, they were going to tie off the rope up here and pull it taut from the original tree. But if that's not what they had intended, I mean, Soleil didn't fucking like yell it out to them. That's just what I thought was happening.
Where'd they tie it down here then?
No, they just dropped it down so they could rappel down. That's all that is.
Yeah,
And then Mascara climbed up.
climbed up, tied on a tree, and then came back down to let Ileana get up.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's just
Levi's
hanging.
rope is how I thought of it as well. I thought there were two ropes.
Okay, so we
Yeah,
have
same
one
here.
rope tied up over here going down, and then one rope over here going down, and then
Yes, sir.
Masquerade is
That's how
just
I
ferrying
understood
us. Okay.
Unless you guys feel like, you know, Soleil's idea is a little better, you guys can do it that way. I'm not saying.
I honestly feel like Soleil's idea might be a little bit safer, but still have, you know, Mascara with us while we move across.
I say,
Yeah, I
I
think
mean,
that's a better idea.
we have 6 ropes, right? So we could have a rope going down on each side and then use the third rope, like tie the third rope to the tree, attach it to Masquerade, have him fucking monk across the river and then tie it, and then you've got like all sorts of access to whatever shit we want to do.
I'm good with that too.
And then while he's going across, he can find out how deep it is.
So
If it's
let's
dangerous
let's
or not.
retcon that and say the other rope. Once I got up here, I'm gonna go across the top of the river of the waterfall to tie it to the other one.
All right. So in this scenario, I'm going to need a athletics check of at least 25 for you to jump from this rock to this rock without getting into the water.
Well, wouldn't the 28 be that same one since I never went back down?
Yeah, we'll use the 28 for this way back on the other side.
My man lawyered a 28.
He just Harvey Spectered that.
God, I'm watching Suits too. Don't fuck with me. I'm literally. I can't believe you do that.
Wow, the old deep cut.
Why my brother's been watching it, so I've been watching it with him.
Bro, Suits isn't bad, but it's at the same time dumb as shit.
It is. It's after Mike goes for, or after some. You watched it before?
No,
Something happens to Mike, and then after that, it doesn't feel the same anymore.
Gotcha. All right.
Lady,
All right, so yeah, you guys definitely have 70 feet of rope to make that rope bridge. That's not an issue. 85, 80.
Yeah,
Well, we each all got 50 feet of rope. Yeah.
All right, I don't see any problem with that.
I love that you don't see a problem with it. I like the sound of that.
All right, so who's going across next?
Lady Nakia, may I escort you?
Of course, like stroking your arm. Yes. And then she like jumps up so that you can pick her up.
Ain't demanding that princess, Carrie.
Oh, she's demanding it hard.
All right, so explain to me how you're coming back across the water with Nakia in arms. Like, are you running on top of the rope monk style, or is it like you're using the rope to kind of pull yourself across? How's this working?
I'm gonna pretty much piggyback her and use the rope to carry myself across while using the rocks to balance with the rope.
Okay.
Oh, I can totally play that. God, you have such a thick neck.
All right, so with the aid of the rope, and you're still doing the skip across the rocks, now the athletics rolls a 20 with Nike on your back. She's a lot smaller.
And can Ileana aid? Well, yeah, she don't need it. He's too badass.
He's good to
Too
go.
badass, man. Don't worry about it.
Masquerade gon' masquerade.
And then I'll go back without her.
All right.
Walking over to Ileana. Is that what you did?
No
You enjoyed it? Masquerade has such bold arms and broad shoulders.
She just kind of like raises an eyebrow at you. Like, I suppose he does.
All right, who's coming back across now?
Lady Lucia, may I help you as well?
I'm going to use. I'm not saying this to him. I'm gonna let him help me. And I'm trying to make cute eyes like Nakia, failing horribly because she's not really very good at flirting. But I'm gonna use my astrology, where I get to get some pluses, hopefully.
Oh man, you guys are so lucky.
We are, because we're enjoying our role play, and it's
Yeah, we're just having a good
Not
time,
helping
and you're
you.
over here rolling shit.
Yeah, I haven't seen those Z100s. Like, which one's gonna be the one?
I'm thinking the same thing. I'm like, one of these is about to wash me down this waterfall.
I guess I should have asked. I'm sorry, I made an assumption that I could do my astrology and then I could give my circumstance bonus to Masquerade because he's helping me. Is that actually a good call, or are you going to say no? Sorry, I should have asked.
I'll allow it.
Thank you. You get a +2 to.
I'm
You have to
gonna
roll.
make a request though that you have to tell us what it looks like when Lucia does her astrology.
that she was batting her eyes.
That ain't
Well-
astrology.
That's
We have to-
biology.
We have to retcon it a little bit because the astrology
Yeah, just in
actually
general,
happens-
what's it look like for
Right.
Lucia?
Lucia typically gets up just before sunrise when you can still see the brightest stars in the sky. And it's pretty much just a silent taking in of what the sky's saying to her. So where is this planet, and how did the moon, and where did it come down tonight, and how does this alignment? And Balthazar usually just stands with her and kind of looks up too and acts like he knows what's up because he's a good goat.
I love that this barbarian bumpkin kind of just gets up and stares at the sky.
Very much.
Like, what does this mean to me?
The picture, yes, barbarian,
I love it.
bard. Like, she might stroke a note on her little, not even stroke, like swing a note on her.
Yeah.
Just have a whistle and then like literally stare up at the sky.
Oh man, it was bound to happen.
Yeah. Does the man use a hero point, or do they
I
fall
was gonna say,
in?
you want to use that hero point, or you going down the river?
Well, being that I'm carrying Lucio with me, I will use a hero point.
Go for it.
Like, what is the, like, obviously, like, you slip, but then the catch comes back around.
Still 22 because he gets
What's it?
+2.
What's it look
Right.
like
What's
when
it
you
look like
die?
though?
I added the +2, but the DC was a 20, so we made it.
Yeah, the DC was a 20.
Oh, my bad.
So you're
It's
good to
not
go
just
on the way back
like
across.
early myself, poor Masquerade.
Well, what does that fumble recovery look like? That's a good question.
Right, because I'm pretty sure that shit looks cool.
I got her on my back, and again, I'm tolling the rope, and I kind of slip right when I get towards this first rock, and so I grab the rope with the tail, and I spin us back on top, and then we just finish the route, kind
Can I
of
go?
over the rope instead of under the rope.
Oh
It's sick.
man, he's getting all the ladies today. All right, so Lucia makes it
Write a song
across.
about this.
Again, I'm just saying, xeno relations between different species, I think would be okay. Has all the right body parts. Man, you ain't gonna make it. You keep rolling.
All right, so I go back and I fall. What happens?
You tell us.
All right, so that's 50 feet down the river, right? Of course,
Yeah.
you got your catfall, but you're also tumbling with the pressure of the waterfall. As you come to the center here, skipping across this first rock, I guess something between the splash of the river running underneath you and getting onto the rope, like you just lose your grip in a snap, and you come tumbling down. Ugh. 30 feet with the water. That's 3d10 on a fall there.
Does catfall reduce it at all?
You can
Catfall
do
should
an
reduce
you can
it.
do an acrobatics, but remember you're landing in waterfall water, so
Sure. I guess. Let's see.
Doesn't reduce it at all. But yeah, the actual catfall feat. Your cat-like aerial acrobatics allow you to cushion your falls. Treat falls as 10 feet shorter. If you're an expert in acrobatics, treat them as 25 feet shorter, so on and so forth. So I think I'm only trained, so it'd only be 10 feet shorter.
all right, so it's 2d10 for that fall there. So not terrible.
Not terrible. That's almost max damage.
Right, but it's all right.
I was saying Matt Sayer's a strong guy, so
Yeah, he'd be fine.
you splash in the water, and when you're rolling around underneath the water, you see something in the water. Give me your perception check.
It's a jewel. It's a ruby. Definitely not a monster.
Fall damage is weird. So when fall damage is like when you fall 5 or more feet, you take bludgeoning damage equal to half the distance you fell when you land. But I'm pretty sure because of the water, that's what's adding the extra damage. Correct?
Bingo.
Gotcha.
There's something in the water with you, and it looks like a giant toad? Question mark?
Hell yeah, let's go.
Oh boy.
Where's Naruto?
Tetsukabre.
So I stay under the water for a second, just looking at it. And then I'm like, wait, I gotta get the others across. So I pop back up, and then I think I need to do an athletics check to get off these rocks.
Yep, you got to get back across these rocks that are slippery under the waterfall there. No issues, no problems. You're back across.
So hold
Man, I
on,
just-
silly goose. Yeah, go that way. Cause do we still have this rope hanging down or no? If we did not, Soleil would tie one. But I guess you
I
got
have
to
a
climb.
climb speed.
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah,
he
just
has the
climb
climb
up,
speed.
bro.
I'm not worried about him making a climb. I'm worried about his exhaustion level. Like he's done this like 10 times now.
Yeah, man
Would
needs a
another rope be
ration.
beneficial?
He's a beast.
Give him a
He's
pie.
fine.
Would,
Yeah.
would having another rope be beneficial for us?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. We got enough rope. Unless you want him to tie off himself to the rope.
So he
Kinda like
doesn't
a-
fall?
Yes, kind of
He
like
doesn't
a
hit the
pulley
water.
thing.
Well, no, because he'll bash against the wall unless he does like an athletics check on that.
Mm.
He could
I was
fall
gonna
at
sug-
least 5 more times.
What I was going to suggest is maybe go
Whatever.
ahead and have like have a low rope and like a rope that's tied up to the tree a little bit higher than that, and then we can just shimmy across.
Don't you
That
have
will make-
medicine, brother? What are you doing? Just
Yeah.
heal yourself. Patch yourself
I
up.
think that's what this.
Ferry everyone else across.
That's what this rope is up here, right? That's what he's shimmying across right now.
Well, I was gonna say even have like tie a rope on both
Hey,
trees.
that's a crit.
one like a little bit higher than that, so you have two ropes, so you can hold on to one and have your feet on one, and then shimmy across that way.
That's
You get what I'm saying?
You can just yeet Arabelle across.
Let's just fucking survivor this shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's just straight up 4d8, right, for medicine checks.
I think so.
If you crit, yeah, if you crit.
What? Tejan's just gonna do it. I'm gonna just do athletics and like dog crawl across on this rope upside down.
I healed myself. Who's next?
All right.
Take the child, brother.
Ah, yes. Come with me.
Hey, don't you have assurance?
Oh,
Oh
shit,
my
yeah,
God. Sweet Jesus.
He does.
It's just like
Also, DJ, do you
What's
have
that?
expert in medicine?
No, I don't.
You just got trained?
Yes.
Okay. If you had expert, it'd be a +10 on top of it. But
Yeah, I
that's-
can't even fail. I didn't even think about that.
Oh man, that's funny.
He was too
That is
busy
funny.
showing off, and it's not going to be as fancy now that he's carried all the ladies
Yeah, now
across.
it's
But we
just-
forget him.
So
Right,
we
it's
carry
just-
everybody across. That's just
All
what
right.
we're doing at this point.
Yeah, let's move on at this point. I was like, wait a minute, he has assurance. He could have just, yeah, I'm just good on this.
That's funny.
We were having fun role playing it.
I did enjoy the role play.
we thought there was
Like
like
you say,
actually
dude.
risk involved, even though there wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh, and I tell everybody about the toad that's in the water.
where?
I guess the toad didn't look super aggressive, right? Like it didn't attack Masquerade.
Yeah, you guys definitely made eye contact.
I guess he got away.
I'm assuming the toad was afraid of the lizard and just decided to be like, I'm good.
The toad
lizard
was bigger than the
looked like-
lizard.
The toad's bigger than the lizard. What?
Oh, I
Coming in
don't.
for that meal.
It's a giant toad.
Let's go.
Do toads
say
eat
the guy
treasure?
I guess he's gonna jump out of the water up on the cliff and attack us.
Hold on. We're
Hold
not
on.
leaving the falls yet, are we?
Are you?
I don't know. So here's my thought, right? I'm assuming Ileana and Masquerade tell us of the illusory wall or stone wall now, and all
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, Ileana would have relayed that. So she just says the ability to pass through that is beyond my ability at this moment in time. And if we can find a spell or a scroll that will allow me to cast such a spell, we can return here and investigate further.
How far down is the wall from like the surface here?
I'm assuming it's about the same, 50 feet down, right?
It would be about right there.
So it's basically like right above the surface of the water.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was pondering if maybe we could find some way to like dig into this place, but 40 feet of digging through mundane means is not what Soleil wants to do.
Seems like a waste of time. We have places to go.
And that would be at least for Eliana's perspective, that'd be a selfish request for a personal thing. So she wouldn't go through with that.
We'll come back.
But you guys are on the trail of something.
Sure. To keep it all on side.
And that's one of the things. Like, is this a crest that your people, that the ones that you are looking for, sister?
It is the crest of potentially the one I'm here looking for. My captain and mentor, Matthew. But it cannot be discerned yet. I've not seen him wear the alternate uniform before. I do not know why he would be wearing such a thing here where none know of the order. Questions to give to him, I suppose, should I find him. Alive, of course.
Well, I do hope that we do find him alive for you.
She just kind of nods with that.
If they
Better
came
than my
out,
people.
they should have some kind of signs. Everyone look around and see if we can see anything.
I guess so. Perception!
I'm still looking at the water after being told there was a toad down there, seeing if that thing's gonna pop up a little bit or anything. Get up on a rock and just croak at us or something.
Could Ileana use Arcana to see if he left any like magical sigils behind, potentially?
Very clever. Let's roll it.
Can I assist with that Arcana?
You may. She needs your assistance.
Let's see if I can help you. Nope.
You know,
I can't help you.
I'll bust a hero point and just see. Maybe we'll get lucky.
I think Dr. Nike is still staring at somebody's thick neck.
I was
today.
so close to that 18.
Ah, man, these hero points.
It's just it's not meant to be today, I guess.
You know what I just thought about?
Bro.
Granny Gazelda's cart.
I thought it magic tome. I could just be imagining that, but yeah.
Yeah, in Magic Tome. We'll make that happen.
I thought, because I may have literally dreamt this, but I thought I asked that like last session, like what happened to the cart or some shit.
Are we supposed to take the empty cart back to Granny Gazalda's?
We're supposed to take it back. Before we left, I wanted to do detect magic one more time in that area, since we're higher up now. Because I don't think it would have reached where we were at the top of the falls on this side.
Okay.
There's a tunnel that leads down and
Go ahead and burn that spell.
It's a cantrip.
We
It's a
can't
cantrip.
go through the tunnel because it's like a wall.
No. I'm saying if there's like a one that comes up to the surface where we're at now.
Oh, I gotcha.
So you're getting a very imprecise reading, but it looks like the pass wall, you knowing how pass wall works, he could have only made it so far through the rock before he would be shunted back into the actual plane of existence, because you can't end pass wall, end wall, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you see an exit point that's further up to the north, so you know that he went through the wall to, I guess, cover his tracks or possibly hide, and he came up somewhere further north.
Oh, interesting. So yeah, she'll relay that.
Can we perceive tracks? I guess.
Now, this battle happened a while ago, so
I
we'll
got
be
you.
able to pick up these tracks, like even if there were.
Yeah, it was over a year ago.
Gotcha.
Can we just see where like the tunnel leads out to?
I don't think it's a tunnel. It's just the magic essence.
Yeah, he just phased right. I get you now.
So we see she's able to detect where the magic ended, and then from there, there's nothing.
Yeah, and from there you've got a dead trail.
Okay, solid. Is there?
But
Is
you're
there
at least
anything-
able to discern that the wizard that was battling with Strahd did leave that fall area, and
Right.
it seems like he went north.
Gotcha.
Was it him or did somebody get him?
And that's all that we can discern from that exit trail. Is that we just know the direction he potentially went. Right. There's nothing. Or do we do a perception check to see if there was anything in that area?
We did a perception, but
yeah, with the
didn't get
perceptions
much.
that you guys got, you didn't really pick up anything. And again, this happened a year ago, so
For sure.
Can
Start trying to cover
I
the bases.
can I make note of our assumptions here, just so I'm tracking? The illusion wall at the bottom there. Are we assuming that it's like, is it residue from the fight, or is it something that's blocking off like some sort of room or a small thing like a staff? What do we know what we're assuming?
I'm guessing with Eliana detect magic, she discerned that he just moved through that rock. That
Okay.
he used it as a means of escape.
With
Okay.
with the Tartar clothes and everything, I think it was just an escape route to get out of there.
Okay, copy. So Travis was thinking potentially that there was some sort of secret room or something that he was hiding in,
For
and
sure.
then may have left something. So I guess Travis was trying to figure out if we needed to come back to, glean some sort of clue from that area, or if we have basically learned everything and figured out that the wizard fled north.
I was thinking the same thing. That's why I was like, well, is there an exit? Like,
Yeah.
because if
given
but I get what
knowledge,
we're saying now.
given your knowledge of magic, like basically he passed walled through there, and then the magic
The
only
motherfucker
lasted so
Zelda'd
long.
up to the top.
And shunted him up into the actual plane here. So you know that he's headed north,
Copy.
which is the last thing you guys could possibly discern.
Copy that. Cool.
Right on. Yeah, so Eliana, thank you, friends, for allowing this detour. I've learned much. Perhaps this puts me on the trail of Matthew. But we should not tarry in returning Adderbell to her home. Or to
Wonderful.
Lavash, I should say.
It is fine, sister. Let us continue before it gets dark. The bone grinder isn't that far.
Sail away to the Bone Grinder village.
All right. Unless you guys have anything specifically you want to deal with Zelda, we can roll past this one.
For sure.
Yeah, buddy. Just hand her money and bounce. Or
So
her
you
trade,
give her
I
the
guess.
money, you give her the cart, you guys exchange your fake names again.
Can
you
I
guys spend the night.
ROLE play with her momentarily, just real quick?
Of course.
Like,
So-
real quick, did Masquerade ever tell us about the tub up on the top floor?
He
I think
told
so.
Eliana,
He told
Because,
Liliana.
yeah, because she tried to figure out what it was, but without looking at it, she wasn't able to figure it out.
So I just want to, like, as we're handing everything to her and all that shit, Soleil feels self-conscious about how he treated her mistrustfully to begin with. And so he would just say, "Ma'am, I would just like to apologize for how I acted when we first met. And, yes." And if she doesn't say anything, he would just move along.
She's like, "Oh, sweet child. Oh, don't worry your pretty little shoulders."
Yes.
That's awesome.
Callback.
Everyone has such pretty shoulders.
Oh my goodness.
He just kind of nods. So I guess, Travis questioning, are we?
Cutting through the force, yes. I don't know what you were
Well, I
gonna
said,
ask. I'm sorry.
Are you guys gonna stay the night?
Well, that's what I'm assuming, right? Because if it took us basically a day to get to Madame Ava's from the bolt grinder, it probably took us a day to get back, right?
Exactly.
Well, then now you can actually ask her if we can stay and treat her better than what we did the first time.
I figured we were staying. I just thought we were retconning.
Yeah,
Just
if we're just skipping past it though and nothing happens, then
Sweet.
I'd probably take a note out of Soleil's book and tell her my real name. But other than that, we don't have to do anything.
Oh,
You
sure
guys
you
keep
don't
telling
want to
people.
just keep on going by Balthazar?
I mean, it's a good name.
It's a great name.
I don't know if we can have two Balthazars in the group. It could lead to confusion.
I'm getting a Frozen moment where it's like, who's the reindeer?
Well, she of course offers you guys some more dream pies if anybody wants to partake.
I would eat another dream pie.
All right, give me that Constitution.
Is it Constitution or Will?
Oh, you're right, Will.
Okay. Let's do it, Chief. Hold on, let me see if I have any. Nope. Cool.
It's not to be mean, Travis, but I wanted to see a failure.
I wouldn't have, I would not have re-rolled it. I'll say that.
Yeah, I wanted to see what would happen.
This pie is absolutely delicious. Like, it's starting to really hang on you how good these pies are. You're like, I see why everybody wants these.
I mean, I think this is why Soleil really rethought Griselda. You know,
What's the pie?
he was sitting down the journal, enjoying a pie, and was like, you know what? She's not that
God,
bad.
You're getting moon pie goggles, man. You gotta step back a little bit.
I'm gonna eat a pie too.
All right.
Hell yeah,
Will
let's go.
say.
Let's go.
I purposely want to put minus on it.
There we go,
There we
baby.
Let's go.
Oh, that's what we was looking for.
That's
what
what
we're
I needed
looking
in my life.
That's why I'm eating it.
Oh man, you are a fiend for these pies. Like, one isn't enough. Like you're scratching yourself like Tyrone Biggins. Like, I gotta get me one of them pies.
I'm gonna look like
Stupid.
Pluto when I'm done.
And when you go to sleep, you have one of the sweetest dreams you've ever had in your life. And like, Griselda is in your dream, but she's young and she's vivacious and she's curvy.
Me and Grandma Griselda are gonna get it on. She gonna pluck out my feathers.
You're a tard.
And that's exactly what she's doing. She's like, she's pruning you. You know what I'm saying? And like, she's giving you a very nice like bird bath.
I don't like water though.
Griselda's gonna
Like-
eat you.
You love it now. You love it now.
I'm in a fucking pot of boiling water without even knowing it.
But you have a very peaceful and restful sleep. And as a matter of fact, it gave you an inspiration point for how restful
Nice.
you are.
Hell yeah.
All right, so you guys wake up in the morning. Anybody else want to play?
I don't need to have Granny Griselda juice.
I'll have a breakfast pie. Yeah.
Hey,
I wanted the breakfast, yeah.
you know what? Since we're all doing it,
I think after seeing how like intense Adhesion got about it, Ileana would be scared of the pie.
It's like, yeah, no, that's no good.
Yeah, at this point I'm probably already 3 or 4 in.
He's like salivating.
are y'all,
Like,
y'all just doing a will save? That's what it is.
Yeah.
Let's find out. It's nighttime. They're eating it. Might as well.
Oh yeah, after seeing everybody going nuts in these pies.
Everybody's like digging in, man.
I mean, I'm hoping Soleil's had one for dinner and one
It's
for
a squad.
breakfast.
definitely freaking Ileana out.
We're just doing a squad roll. The whole squad eats it. We all get a 6.
You're just shoving these bad boys down. It's getting to a point where Griselda's like, all right, guys, like, chill with the pie.
Are you all
Like, I love
okay?
making them and I love you eating them, but you guys are overdoing it.
Griselda is right. You're all being a bit intense with these pies.
When I leave here, this is gonna be like that SpongeBob episode with chocolate, but instead pies.
I would like Soleil would try to stop like the overeaters. Like once they've had 3 pies, gotta
What?
hold
I
them
was already
off.
on 4.
Well, you must have did a 4th that Soleil didn't see. But yeah, he'd be trying to hold them back.
And Nikea, when you eat this pie, the dream that you have when you sleep is a very soft and somber dream, and you see your mother, and she's working on blueprints as she often does, and she's sitting at this like drawing table, and she's drawing up these designs, and she says, "This is going to be my second greatest invention yet," and she rubs you on your head, inferring that you're her first greatest invention.
Oh, oh my goodness.
Oh.
Tears welling in her eyes while she sleeps.
And you remember this drawing table, like you've been here before. Like this is a very familiar place.
Okay.
And you get the feeling in this dream like you should return to that place at some point.
Okay.
When I wake up, are my feathers actually clean?
You feel very clean.
Ooh, I feel clean. All right.
And you wake up and Griselda's like standing over you.
Oh my gosh, that's the creepy part right there.
Yeah.
Knife
with
in
her
hand.
with her see-through moo just like, "My man."
She looked at me.
With her very sheer nightgown, and she's like, "I thought
There it
you were
is.
sleeping so peacefully. Do you need anything?"
Except for it's not the slender,
Look,
young
it's not the
looking
slender
one.
young.
And it is not the slender, curvaceous Griselda that you saw in your dreams.
You know what? We all get older.
This joke's on you. That's my fetish. No, I'm just kidding.
Just post up in the bed, be like Masquerade, just try to post up, hand behind the head, just, yeah, muscular bird.
Y'all are tards.
All right, so you guys wake up in the morning. Griselda gives you guys your goodbyes. You all shake hands, and it's a very nice time. You guys hit the road, and you're traveling along the road, so you don't have to worry about anything else. And
We're cutting through the forest.
Oh, you're cutting through the forest?
No, man, I'm fucking with you.
I'll say if you want to, we can do it. It's up to y'all.
Just take the safe way. We got a child to deliver, and we've already gotten her killed almost killed like three times.
She hasn't been
She
killed
hasn't
a
died. I
single
was the only
time.
one that got knocked out.
Yeah. Only
I said
fucking
almost.
Atesian died. Almost.
Almost.
I got knocked out. Oh.
Yeah, we remembered I had insurance when it was her turn.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about like, doesn't he have insurance? All right. So do I have to place you guys on the map, or you guys can do it?
I think we're already
We're
on
all
there.
at the bottom of the map.
I'm already here.
Oh yeah, that's right. You guys were all.
If I was to move myself to where I assume we'd be.
Should I cover my face again?
Did
Just
you-
curious.
Did you? You didn't even come down here the first time.
Yeah,
I
you
know,
never
but
actually were seen.
I stayed at the
while
back
you were there.
and got ready, but I'm saying like I'm gonna cover my face.
Yeah, Ileana would definitely agree with that.
How far is message?
I think 100 and no, it's 500 feet for her. Cause I am third, so 500 feet.
Soleil would kind of cross his arms, look away from the camp, and just be like, "Call me if you need me."
And Ileana just kind of gives like a real crooked smile. I understand. I will send if things do not go our way, I suppose.
Soleil nods.
I'm staying right next to Ileana.
Yeah, sure.
So as you guys are approaching the camp this time, it's
And
in,
Ileana will be.
it's in the later afternoon. You notice that all the Vistani men are kind of out, and some are grooming horses, and some are managing their stands. You notice some new people here that you didn't see before, because it's like during the daytime, like early in the afternoon. It seems like the market's kind of open, and there's hustling and bustling business. You see men that are half bare, and they're kind of buying a few things from the cards, like laughing and talking with the Vistani men, but they're clad in raven armor. Like it has the crest of Strahd on it. So you can get the feeling that these are soldiers in Strahd's army.
Sure.
Oh, all
Yeah.
the bad vibes.
So Ileana's kind of.
Definitely.
So Ileana's got Arabelle. She's holding her by the hand and leading her up to the camp. She definitely like takes pause when she sees those crests, but it's kind of like, well, too late to pull out now. We're here. Yeah, no.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
take up the rear too, just to make sure. Like, I'm gonna essentially be on the lookout, seeing as they notice her, if they change or if they move, or try to see what their behavior is with the sight of her.
All right, as you guys are approaching the camp, and these guys are all kind of in the midst of doing what they do. One of these guys that's like in the middle of a shop, like stops and slowly cants his head towards your group, and then he kind of cants his head to the right, like he's ponderous, like he hasn't seen such an odd group in some time, and he questions you guys, like, you there?
This one right here.
Yeah, this guy right here.
Okay.
So
May we help you?
I haven't seen your faces around here before.
We've only been here once before. We are returning Arabelle to her father. If it is your business.
Oh yes, I heard the girl had disappeared. Luvash is very torn apart about it. Why, how did you happen across her?
Found her in the woods.
Oh, children in the woods, they will always get lost. We try to tell them to stay off the main roads. To stay on the main roads, of course.
Of course, it is very dangerous.
A pleasure talking to you, and can kind of like push Arabelle and Ileana. Let us get her to her father and go. After we get horses, of course.
So as you're like starting to walk, he's like, hey, hold. I've seen this crest before. And he's like looking over Ileana's chest.
Oh,
Where might I have seen this before? And he's like stroking his chin. And he's like trying to piece it together.
I have no idea. Once you figure it out, I suppose you can let me know. And she'll just keep moving, try to keep moving.
All right, you guys move past these guys. The rest of them don't seem to take any mind to you. And Tirvez, as you're walking by, the same guy that was like sizing up Ileana kind of sizes himself up to you too. And he's like, you're an odd one. You should serve for Strahd.
I don't know. We can't hear you, CJ, if you're talking.
Yeah, you're muted if you're talking, Cal.
Or he's not here.
Masquerade's the silent type.
My wife called me real quick.
Oh, okay, no sweat.
What just happened?
This werebear is sized you up.
And said you should work for Strahd.
That I should work for Strahd?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, Strahd seems to like the weremen to work for him.
All right, so I'm going to do my best religious set here and try to, instead of him persuade me, I'm going to persuade him for Samurai.
Have you heard about our Lord and Jesus Christ?
Right, exactly. And I also have a feat for this, so hold on. I think I do.
Here we go.
Man's got a feat for everything.
Did I take that feat? Where is it? I did. So, student of canon. So I'm gonna just essentially start reciting off some of the scriptures and everything else that go for Samurai, and using my knowledge to try to convince him to work for us with my best religion check. So,
All right, give me a religion check.
decent.
You seem to have sold him on your religion. He's like, I've never heard of this Saren Ray, but It seems like a good way to live your life. Do you have any other material I could study?
Of course. And I hand him one of the books of Sarenrae.
And then he says, "My name is Usug."
Usa, let the light guide you and shine even in the darkness.
Yes, I like the sound of that. What is your name?
My name is Masquerade, and I am obviously a follower of Sarenrae.
Will the light be with you, friend?
You indeed. Spread the word of our good man. And I come over here chipper and happy with the rest of the team.
Hell yeah, man. You're gaining new converts. I love it.
And Estesian, as you're walking by this bear, he just reaches over, grabs you by the shoulder, and turns you around real quick. And he's like, "Oh, it must be a different bird." And he kind of waves you off after that.
When he grabs him, do I see that as I'm walking by?
Oh yeah, you definitely do.
So when he grabs him, I grab him. Can I help you, my friend?
And then he like snatches his hand back away from you. He's like, "I thought I recognized this bird. Turns out I was wrong."
Assumptions. They can be dangerous, can't they?
Hold on. Easy, Masquerade. What do you mean, another bird?
You think you're the only one here?
I know I'm not the only one here.
Oh,
Where?
so you know of this one.
I knew of them.
There's more than one?
Me and them. They go by them. As far as I know, it was one. They go by them.
Well, them.
This is a labyrinth door confusion for me. God damn. I am me. It's you.
And you almost see like this bear's eyes go cross as you're saying it. He's like, "Well, them are wanted by Strahd. Tell them when you see them, no more raiding our camps."
The man of the teaching swashbuckled them with words.
Exactly.
Right.
I almost bumbled it. I was about to give myself away. That's why I did that.
They identify as they, them. You should respect that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Big facts.
Throw them off.
So
He said Strahd is hunting them. I'm sorry.
He said Strahd's hunting them all this time. I thought they were working for Strahd.
Said stop raiding them. That's what the message you want to pass on.
Yeah.
Interesting.
When was the last raid?
Well, the most recent one was 2-3 weeks ago in the north.
What did this one look like?
This one's feathers were red.
You said this was to the north?
Yes.
Might be looking into that so I can destroy them.
Oh, you're fighting for the right side. I like to hear that.
Yes.
Speaking of sides, have you heard of Sarenrae? And I grab his hand again, and I slap another book into his hand.
He's already confused from the speech.
And he's like, "Oh, thank you." And he like blows his nose in it. And like hands it back to you. He's like, "I needed a rag."
It can be the light, and I try to comfort him too.
Woohoo. He's on a roll.
For real.
The Masquerade show tonight.
Ain't no way he's gonna get it if he's got a +3.
See, even in this dreadful place, he is able to cleanse you from the things that are diseasing you inside. See, this book has multiple uses. You can read it, and it can help you.
Can he read?
And then he's like, admittedly, like he's like, I never learned to read.
It's okay. You don't need to read the light. Just follow it.
There's picture books.
The picture book.
And then he takes his paw, like he uses like the backside of his paw to like wipe off the snot that he put in the book. He's like, I apologize, friend. I've just had a rough week.
It's okay. Let the flames keep you warm.
He's like, my name is Barry.
I am Masquerade Barry. It's wonderful to see you.
You as well. And he tries to shake your hand with the same hand that he like wiped the snot off the book with.
I shake his hand.
Hey, is that Barry spelled like bear with a Y? Just for notes purposes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, cool beans. We got Ursog and Barry. Is that the names?
Yeah.
Hell yeah! Look at that, man.
Making friends and influencing people. I like it.
I'm loving it.
All right, so
change Barovia one person at a time.
So as you guys round the corner and start to make the move towards Luvash's tent, Luvash isn't in his normal, like, jovial mood. He's kind of like sitting in his little chair, brooding, and Argal is kind of just standing over his left shoulder, trying to like comfort him and like keep him in good spirits.
And
Luvash, it's such a wonderful day.
As Liliana approaches the tent, she kind of breathes super heavily because she doesn't want to deal with this.
I was gonna say I want to grab Liliana and be like, just go easy on him, okay?
And nods and kind of grab, so hold on to Arabelle and looks at Dr. Takesh and then moves into the tent.
And Dr. Takesh just like, and then walks in right after.
I think we all need to just remember this is a small exchange for some horses so we can get out of here.
It's very true.
As
I will say, if that is your plan, you're going to have to do it because that wasn't Ileana. She just was here to give this child over.
So as Arabelle like turns the corner, like Luvash's eyes like light up. He's so happy. He stands up. He's like, "Sweet baby girl," and then she comes running to him, and he comes running to her, and he's like picks her up and spins her around. And he's hugging her so tight, and you can see like there's tears in the corner of his eyes. Like he's so excited to see his daughter, and he puts her down, and he rubs his face and he's like rubs his eyes. He's like, "Oh, sweet child, where have you been? I thought the worst." And she's like, "Papa Luvash, I'm so happy to see you." He's like, "These people, they found me. They helped me from Pluto." And he's like rubbing the snot, and he's like, "Oh, sweet daughter." He's like, "Please sit." He's like, "Let me get you some food." And he's like running around his tent, like frantically trying to get her something to eat. He like goes under and he's got like these Turkish delights, and he's like giving her all these sweets.
Nice. Well, I guess in that moment, it's like the normal thing. Do the bow, open hands. Well met, brother. Peace be with you. We found your daughter in a most precarious predicament.
And as your hands are like open, he like embraces you like fully, like holds you in his chest, and you feel his like sweaty taco meat on your chin. And he's like hugging you so tight, and he's like squeezing you. He's like, "Oh, thank you so much." And he does the same thing to Ileana. He's like, "Thank you so much for bringing me back my daughter."
Yes. You're
of course
quite welcome. Please, let's go.
As I'm standing outside of the tent with all the other were folks, I'm like, "You see the light of Ray. Even in darkness, he is happy."
Like people are starting to like gather around you, Trevez, and like it's almost like you have like a little sermon going. You know what I'm saying? They're all kind of listening.
Why'd you think that's all I could hear his brother screaming from down there?
Right. Hold on. All right. So I guess in that moment after like the love and everything, what time of day is it right now? Like, did we get there before nighttime or what?
Yeah, it's probably about 3:00 in the afternoon.
Okay. Well, we are glad that we found your daughter and she is back safely with her father. She was with us for quite some time. she was able to see her mother for a moment, but we brought her back, of course. We knew that you would be the one to protect her and take care of her, and you see how happy she is. And we are grateful for that, and are most humbled. She has been a good girl.
He's like, my sweet girl, I was so scared. I thought the worst.
But we're hoping that during this time it would be a blessing on us, since we brought your daughter back. If we could procure a couple horses for our party, so that we can easily traverse Barovia before dark.
And he kind of like straightens up for a moment and adjusts his little vest and everything. He's like, I'll do you better than horses. I'll give you a cart. I'll give you a carriage and a horse.
That is very kind, Lord Luvash. And she does like a bow and everything.
He's like, come, no need to be formal. He's like, no need to be formal. You are amongst family now.
Of course,
I
of
do
course.
a perception check to see if I can hear what they're saying inside there.
Oh, feel free.
Dude, you're too into the sauce of Sarenrae.
For real.
You're too deep in your little sermon over there.
You're about to
Got a
get
lot
some acolytes here pretty soon.
Got Sarenrae's light. Got the Lady Sarenrae's light just pouring out right now.
I feel like we're feeling the light on the backside, and we're using it to help us too. Well, your grace is magnanimous, Luvosh, and we thank you. And Edabel, you have been a dear. I hope the moon pies were delicious and you enjoyed yourself. And I hope you are happy here with your father.
She's like, I'm so happy. She's like, where's Alexei? And he's like, oh, sweet child. He's like, you will not be watched by Alexei anymore. He has failed in his duties. He's like, from now on, Argal will watch you while I attend to the business of camp. And she's like, but Papa Luvash, I love Alexei. He has so much fun. I like to pull on his chin hairs. And he's like, no, sweet child. Alexei is far too old. He's not as keen of eye as he used to be.
Annabelle, listen to Papa now. He is trying to protect you as best as he can.
And
no, Luvash. Go ahead, sister.
No,
I was basically gonna be like, if we do not mean to impose and we would like to be on our way, of course. Thank you again for the wagon and the horse to pull it. We will take our leave.
He's like, you will stay for camp tonight, and in 2 days' time, I will have a cart made for you.
You see, like, Ileana kind of like swallow her bile down for a second.
Slowly putting like can't see, like can feel it. Puts her hand on her back, and it's just like, it is okay.
We thank you, Luvash, for your hospitality. And then she just kind of steps over to Arabelle for a second and kind of just, leans down. So, little Arabelle, should you need anything, should you require any help, you know who to call. You may send for I or any of my companions. We will rush to your aid should you need it, okay?
And she gives you a very hearty nod, and she tries to like do the salute of the Nord, but she's a child, she doesn't really know.
For sure. But Ileana returns it, very solidly.
Very adorable. Kind of like whispers to Ileana, like, I think we must take this, but I do not wish to stay within this camp. At least if we stay on the outside.
Agreed.
Wonderful. And then she kind of like steps a little forward. Again, bowing. Thank you for your hospitality. We do have women within our party, and we will stay here at the campsite, but if we will lay closer towards the buildings, if that is okay. a little bit for our safety. We are not used to being around so many men.
We do
He's
not
like,
wish
I
to
will.
impose.
He's like, I will throw Casimir out of his privileged state, and you can stay in his room.
That should
Oh.
not be necessary. We can make accommodations for ourselves. We will be just outside of your camp.
And Casimir is a good man. We will stay near him, but we will not impose on him either. Thank you, Lord Luvash. We will still be here whenever you need us. And then does the bow. Peace be with you, brothers.
He said,
Eddie Bell?
2 days' time. If you would like, go into town and maybe check out the Lecky. I hear they have parade.
We will
That
pick
sounds
you up on that.
And then
It's
just
a good idea.
bow out.
Fish.
And then,
And as they're exiting, Sarenrae is the way, the truth. If you seek peace, you must go through her.
I was about to say, did we just get a full gang of people on our side all of a sudden?
Escalade has been quite busy in the short time we were in there.
I was gone for 8 minutes.
And Barry and Ursek are like clapping very like exuberantly and like they're like totally into it.
Can I make another religious check to see if I can get to others?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Oh my god.
Burn it with the fire.
These guys
Oh,
are sold. Hook, line, and sinker. So I guess you have little Bibles to hand out to every one of these guys.
Yeah, I'm just hand them out.
They even
remember-
Lisa's, like clapping on the side a little bit, even though she's heard this a billion times at this point. She's very persuasive today.
Peace is an option. Go in love. Oh, hey guys.
literally, like he has like this big smile on her face, and she's like, not just about showed us. You have a brain. And she walks by.
Batting her eyelashes.
Again, kind of having a little swish. Walking away.
All right, so Luvash is like super excited. He's offered you guys one of his finest horses, and he's gonna have you a cart made. It's gonna take 2 days for it to be commissioned. What do you guys want to do in the meantime? You guys got 2 days before you have your horse cart ready.
We
guess,
thought about going to town. Probably go to town.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you said it's only 3, right? I think.
Yeah, it's 3. You guys could get to the town of Lecky, no issues, no problem.
Maybe
That'd be
hit
dope.
up some of the vendors here. See if there's any alchemy stuff we need.
All right,
Yes,
so you guys want to
please.
do some shopping amongst the carts here?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. What do they have here?
You got this guy down here. He's an alchemist, obviously not as good as you are, but he's probably got some reagents or something you could use. This guy sells like hiking and camping gear. And this guy over here might have some magic items for you, like buttons and pins, if you want to pick something up specifically.
Ileana would send a message to Soleil just real quick, just to let him know everything has been resolved, Sir Soleil.
Let him
If
know
you-
that the light is here in this camp.
So
Can I,
be like, yo, what?
And she kind of grimaces, and she just like, you see, she very much doesn't want to say it. She's like, and your brother wishes to let you know the light has been brought to the camp.
So I just looked at the spell and I can't actually give a response, so I'll just say message received.
Gotcha. I mean, she can see him, so she just gives him the message if he wants to come up. He can. But if he doesn't move, I guess that's message received.
Yeah.
As far as he's concerned,
He also does not move.
for sure.
I do want to go down to the alchemist guy and just peruse his wares, just to see if there's anything worth it.
Actually, Ileana would go and join Soleil once her business was done here.
Is there anything specific that you need from him?
Is this like an open to chemo and an IKEA kind of thing? And is this also open to bartering?
Yeah, you can barter, beg, borrow, steal, whatever.
Deal.
Cause like Dr. Nakia, like she pulls out a scroll, like one of her 3rd level spell scrolls, because she sees the reagents that are there that could be used to particularly make. I'm just gonna throw that out there for potions of water breathing, and then probably a couple other things. We'll just maybe even things to like complete my that magical alchemical chemist spray that the like kind of like the chemical flamethrower kind of thing. And she peruses. She's like, "Is there a possibility that I could trade this scroll for quite a few of these belongings that you have here?"
And which scroll are you trading?
It is a 3rd level scroll of heal, which in my inventory it's about 120 gold.
And the guy is like, the guy seems like he's pretty excited for it. And then word is traveling in the camp already that Arabelle was brought back. And he's like, I can't refuse any deals from you. He's like, at this point, you might as well take everything. And he takes the scroll almost like he's a little upset that he couldn't get more for it, like he couldn't hustle you. And he starts handing you all the reagents that you asked for.
Nice. Hell yeah. So particularly how like to make it easy for you, like the water breathing is a level 3. I can get up to like level 6 reagents, or basically different elixirs and bombs and stuff like that. What level would you prefer that to be? Because the level 3 heal spell is a level 5.
The level 3 heal spell is level 5.
Yeah, the scrolls. Right. Yeah, scroll of 3rd level spell is a crafting level of level 5, or whatever. I would guess is a level 5 item basically.
All right, so you get a level 5 water breathing.
Water breathing is level 3.
Okay, so you wanted something else in exchange, like a level 2 or something else?
I wanted like a couple water breathings if I could, or if there were like things to help me create my alchemist chemical spray, that one weapon that I wanted to make.
Oh, okay. So obviously he can offer you what you're asking for, but you see the items that you need in his cart, but he doesn't really know what they are. He just knows that he picked them up along the way, and he's kind of like, he knows they're used for alchemist stuff, but you can tell that this guy doesn't really know what he's talking about when he's like, these pieces, they're really super good pieces for alchemy and so expensive. And like he tries to offer you them like they're crap, you know what I'm saying? But you know the actual value of these things. He's like, you can take them. He's like, but nobody uses them really.
Oh, of course. And she grabs like all of them and stuffs them into her bag of holding. If they are worthless for you, I will take them off your hands. I could use them for tea or something. Thank you very much.
Like he thinks in his mind like he got over on you. He's like, oh yeah, he's like totally worth everything that I'm giving you here.
Nice. Just takes it all, dumps it in her bag. Wonderful doing business with you, my friend. And then walks off towards the group.
Does anybody else have anything else they want to pick up?
Masquerade will go to the magic merchant and I can see the light on the cart. What can you show me as far as your wares, my friend?
He says, anything for Arabelle's heroes. He's like, what is it that you'd like to see?
Well, we are looking for the light. Do you possibly have something that can show us the way? Any stabs? Any flames? Anything that you may have?
Now, I'm not particularly well versed in Pathfinder items. So if there's something specifically you're looking for, you kind of just have to let me know.
Yeah, I'm not either. That was completely winging it. If you were versed, so I can figure out what they have. Anybody want to chip in here? I just kind of going over there to see what magic items even Pathfinder has. We don't usually play.
This guy pulls out. I think I understand what you're looking for, and he hands you a staff of divination.
Staff of divination, so that we can see exactly where we're going.
He's like, you're looking for lights. He's like, it'll let you see people that are invisible. You can see in the dark. You'll be able to understand languages you don't understand. Very premium item. For you, Heroes of Luvash, 200 gold.
200 gold.
I could help with that, but we'll be losing some spells.
200 gold? That sounds amazing. The gold, the glitter,
30 gold
the
discount.
I understand. And so I try to convert him and also try to get the price down.
Are you gonna roll religion on him again?
I am.
Bro,
This
get out of here.
Ray.
Bro, you're killing me. This guy's like, he's like, you know what? He's like, I don't always do this. I promise you. But I like your face and I like the things you are saying to me. I will give you this for 100 gold. That's more than halfway off. Plus Luvash Hero discount.
You glow with the light of Ray. Thank you, my friend.
Sometimes the magic item finds its user, not the other way around. And I think this will do exactly what you needed to do.
And I take it right to Lucia. Ah, do you see? Because it does.
Did you have the gold for it?
I believe so, because I don't really use my gold for anything.
Yeah, he had like 160 gold.
Okay. Because I would have been like, we can barter. Here's another scroll. But if you got the money, bro, nice.
Yeah.
They're willing to barter too, you know what I'm saying? Like if you got something you could trade.
Yeah, if you got something, you can definitely come over and we can keep it going.
Yeah, that's if we needed the money.
He don't want to. That's what he
These are third level heal scrolls. Like we're keeping that for love.
We probably should. But if Masquerade comes over and shows me his very cool new acquisition, my eyes would kind of light up. Like, wow, where did you get that?
He was giving it to you.
Oh well. Are you sure? Then she would bat her eyes at you. Not as good as Dr. Nakia.
We want to make sure that Balthazar stays safe in his travels.
Absolutely. Balthazar is close to my heart. I would want him as safe as possible, always. And she's very serious. Balthazar is her best friend.
Like Nakia is coming over and she's like, "Ooh, nice staff. These pumpkins are not smart at all. Look at this. I received so many reagents for different things. He didn't even know what they were for. You have no idea how many different things I'm going to create for us. This is amazing."
Believe that we will be safe in this camp. There's so many followers of Sarenrae.
Putting a hand on your shoulder. "You are doing a marvelous job, but we must go. We will come back again, and you can gain more devoted followers as often as you like. But there is a whole village that would probably need your particular set of skills. dear Vez, I think you can gain more from the Veleki town. Come, let's go. Let's go.
And as we're leaving, I yell out to them, make sure you visit the festival and spread the word of Sarenrae.
And you get a hearty like hurrah, huzzah for the light from like these werebears that were like listening to your sermon.
I guess we head back towards down to Soleil.
Soleil, you don't want anything to do with the village? You don't want to go visit Casimir while you're here?
Not a damn thing.
Well, we're probably gonna visit Casimir during the night when we like, and that's if we probably won't stay here. We'll probably get a hotel or a room at the Veleki, right? Would that be better for everybody?
I mean, we can do that, or we can, if we want to cheap out on it, we can camp outside. We just need to get some salt in town so Ileana can make that protection spell.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's role play that and finish the night.
Do we know if any of these items of power or, things of interest that we're trying to find, do we know if any of them are in Veleki? Like one we thought was at the Amber Temple, which is obviously not there. The Wizard of Wines is not in Veleki, but potentially the, I believe it was maybe the guild member's tomb or something could be in Veleki. We could try to investigate that.
Yeah, totally.
Plus, there's just some other things that we should investigate, like potentially thoughts of a wizard, a Barovian dragon. Could be good intel to talk to some people.
Got a whole lot of stuff we can do.
Yeah, because we got those based off of the tarot cards. We got to find some information based off of all of those.
Yeah. But I guess it is already 8, so potentially we could just save that till next session and start talking to folks that night in Veleki.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I get any.
I got a question. I can't remember everything, but did we literally go like 4 or 5 sessions of no combat?
Nah, we fought the Geth
In the forest.
Warbeast?
Yeah, in the forest.
That's right. Okay.
And we
Okay.
also fought the lake monsters.
What did we fight in the forest?
The war beasts.
The war beast, the one that killed me.
Oh, that's right.
They went down super quick,
Yeah,
y'all.
the ones that I rained hellfire on. Yeah, I remember that. Cool beans.
Man, Vincent
Travis,
for combat. Came out.
just so you know, if you get on the that Google thing for the notes, I put the new day for today's date. If you want to look at the notes that I got to add to yours.
Hell yeah. Copy that.
So, but yeah, I guess we'll start off next time actually in Veleki in the afternoon.
Oh yeah.
The dice are as hot as they were today.
Hey,
Bro, you was rolling like a
nice.
beast tonight, man.
MVP today.
Legit, like, and each time it happened, it was literally for the role play. It was for the story, and I loved it.
It reminded me so much of like the good version of Jamira trying to make everyone her follower.
Hell yeah. That was cool. I'm digging it, and you're literally gaining followers from like werebears. That's wild.
Hey, gotta take care of the were people.
Hell yeah,
For
dude, that
sure.
shit was so damn cool.
Maybe I can finally get some more information on Rose and Frost too.
Yeah, so we went in town for me.
It seems like somebody's doing raiding parties.
Seems like it.
Got a couple
It
of
seems
cool,
like
cool
they're
dudes out
not
there.
following Strahd like I thought they were.
Your
I'm gonna
friends sound like
send
they're
these.
pretty damn cool. Find them. Get them on side.
Hope so.